baby, and the South is driving right now with a 14-13 lead with about 3 minutes and 42 seconds going before halftime. They just picked off the ball. They started on their own 30-yard line. They're driving. Now they're all the way down to about the 30-yard line of North Fort Myers. They had a brief timeout just to figure out what the officials were thinking about, and they did. So here they come, breaking off the sidelines. South Fort Myers is 2nd and 1. They're in the middle of the field. They're moving right to left on the radio dial. And they're digging in again with that good power I formation, which I love. Quarterback under center. Here it is. It's a power left. He's going to go off tackle. He's got the first down.
That was number 11 carrying it for the Wolfpack there, Nathan Castor. He's going to go ahead and pick up the first down with about 6 yards on the play, Joe. Rain's picked up a little bit more here. It's a steady rain, not a hard rain.
Yeah, it's not thunder or lightning, so that's cool.
All part of this front that's moving through.
All right, so now we're looking through the sidelines and try to figure it out. Again, power I formation. Quarterback under center. He's going to drop it back. A little slant pass, left-hand slide. He takes it. He tries to reverse his footing, goes out of bounds. Where are they going to mark that one?
We'll see where that is. That was way out here for Adams Jocelyn. Picks up about 2 more yards. 2nd and about 6.
All right, so that's the whole point here. If you're in I formation, that doesn't mean you can't pass the ball. I love the I formation and then just dump it off to your tight end because you're bringing up the linebackers and it kind of opens up a seam behind them when they're trying to play the run. So you can still pass the ball in I formation.
Raheem Gibson's quick. Sorry to interrupt, but Raheem quick is good off that. Oh, way end over it.
That was a supreme collision right there, boy. It was a little playoff stop the left-hand side, but my boy came up and just knocked his helmet off, and thank God we got J.R. Norcia as a sponsor in Supreme Collision.
That was a huge hit. He took a big hit to his shoulder. He's down right now.
He's not
holding his shoulder.
Now, if he busted up his helmet, if he busted up anything with his pads, take it to Supreme Collision, and it'll get you back in tip-top shape. You know, I had my car, like I talked about, Dave. You had your cars done by J.R.
Oh.
Is he first class? There's a no-obligation quote, first of all. He's got insurance processors that they work with JR because they know he's in the collision business, so they all know that he's going to do a great job. He did it for the best price in town. If you can get a rental car, guess what? It's right on site, and all you do is you drop off your car, and then they give you the rental car, and it's like there's no hassle whatsoever.
He had it set up. The time I got there, he asked me what the insurance was. They set it up. The car was waiting. He had a quote to me within 35 minutes after I left. He said, when you get home, look online. If you don't like it, let me know and what we can do. Called State Farm, and they just took care of everything. It was an amazing, easy process. 6 days, I had my car back just like brand new.
With a free rental car, and everything's taken care of. I didn't pay a nickel for it. Now you get to drive a free rental car, and I came back, and when I got my car back, I was driving a brand new car. I mean, they wash it, they wax it, they make it look like it came off the lot. So that's Supreme Collision, J.R. Norcia, great guy. Tell him you heard it here in Southwest Florida Game of the Week. There is a crossbuck. They fake one way. He goes against the grain, the left-hand side, and picks up a couple yards there. He's moving his sticks or close to it.
Like, you love that little crossbuck. He was able to pick up 3 yards on that. That was Cardona bringing up third down. No, Joe, he got a first down. I didn't think he got that. We're kind of in an angle where we're at. But he ended up getting a first down, and so you're going to have first down from the 12.
Now, the best thing about Supreme, I love their line. It said they're the best auto body shop in Southwest Florida, and that's not by accident. He cracks me up, man. He's a good dude. All right. I formation. There's only one back there. Unbalanced left. He's going to go that way, and he's going to try to hand off. And it's just slowly but surely, methodically moving it down the sideline, moving it down the field.
They had put in a new running back on that. That's Tazan Hamilton, who has been doing some run backs, and the kickoff guy for them, and he was in there, but just pounded 2 yards with 2 minutes left to go here. I think they're just going to try to eat up the clock.
I don't want to score too early here.
And they still, but got to get down to the 3-yard line to get a first down here. So clock's running with 1:55 left to go here in the second.
So they're right outside the 10-yard line. They get a chance to get another first down if they need to, but they'd rather stick it in the end zone. And they're taking their time.
Wolfpack's going to call a timeout here.
They're going to call a timeout as well. Do we have any more? I guess we'll do the scores at halftime, but stay tuned to halftime because we might have a guest appearance by our boy Adam Reagan. He's here in town. He works works for the news press. We can give you all of the news press action. We can give you all the things we get from Naples Daily News because they're good partners of ours and help us promote the broadcast. And you always see an ad in there every Friday. But bottom line is we can only give you the scores. We can't go into details. You got to log on to Prep Zone or just log on to newspress.com and they'll give you the behind-the-scenes look of exactly what's happening, the playoff pictures, the power rankings of all the teams throughout Southwest Florida. You got to log on. And hopefully Adam Reagan will have some time to come up and join us at halftime or sometime during the game so you can hear it right from the horse's mouth.
But, Joe, here's the thing about them. If you want the up-to-date scores and really who's doing well, they just got to play the Pick'em Derby. Because look at those guys. They're way down the list. You want to know what's going on around Southwest Florida, play the Pick'em Derby because Joe's leading right now, and I can say that for our team over that. But I'm coming back. I got a few games left.
I'm going to kick your booty. You ain't going to catch me. All right, here we go. Deuce is right. Now they're in a shotgun formation with a sidecar right. He's going to hand it up. No, he's dropping back the pass, trying to just loft it up in the corner of the end zone. It's a rainbow, and it's out the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Nice job by Jocelyn, who took number 4 for Barrios. He kind of led him one way, did a little J-hook. He would have been one wide open, but Gibson overthrew it by about 3 yards out of bounds. Yeah. But great job by Barrios.
Stops the clock. There's a $1:39 to go before halftime. And I know Statman's working hard trying to get all the updated scores. He's trying to get all his numbers together. My man, he's as busy as a one-armed paper hanger, as they say. Oh, yeah. We'll check in with him at halftime. South Fort Myers breaking the huddle. They're trying to figure this out. They say, what play can we call to crack that end zone? Well, we're going to come out and trips left into the sideline. Shotgun formation, man-to-man right. He's going to go to his right-hand side. Oh, if he would have pitched that ball, there might have been a potential option. He'd still be running, but he decided to keep it and cut it inside and didn't get much.
4th down. It's going to bring up 4th down. He gained about 3 yards. Going to go down to the 9-yard line.
Are you kicking the field goal here? Is it 4th down?
It's 4th down. I think why not? Take the field goal.
You got to take the points.
Puts you up by 7.
7? Where are you getting?
Oh, sorry. I looked at the score. I'm thinking 17 if they get it. Sorry.
They still put you up by a field.
So you got to score a touchdown.
I'm with you on that. I think that's a good decision. They're taking the time out to think about it.
It's not that wet. Field's in great shape. I go for that field goal, Joe. What do you got?
You got to go for field goal. The kick can kick it. And it's a little slippery field. I don't see... if it rains harder, it looks like it stopped though, doesn't it? There's still umbrellas in the
starts and stops. With this, what do they call it? Disturbance number 16 coming through.
What's the name? What's the name of it?
It won't be a name till tomorrow, I don't think.
I thought they named it on the way here. Starts with an N. Storm Knucklehead.
We'll have to look it up. It's being a knucklehead, really storming up at my parents' house way up north in Brooksville. But, seems to be pretty good down here.
They say it's going to hit mostly Panama City, Tampa area, that neck of the woods. I think we're going to catch the afterbirth of it, but not much. They are going to kick the field goal. It's going to be a 25-yarder, give or take.
Talmadge back to kick.
Formation, long count, trying to draw him off sides, not working. Good snap. Kick is up. Did he get it? Looks like he's going to get it. Oh, he got it. Nice job. That's the way to make it happen. So our score is 17-13. We're going to take a quick break right here on 99.3 ESPN. Back to the action with the kickoff after the field goal, making it a 17-13 game. Line driver, he got it, and he's picking it, runs it back to about the 30-yard line where he's stuffed.
Nice catch by Barrios. Elvis Barrios caught that at about the 17-yard line, picks up about 13, 14 yards on that, out to the 30, right to the 30. I thought it was going to be out to about the 33, but they put it right back at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 from the 30, Joe. Do you air it out here and try to go for it?
Yeah, you got to. You got to try to get in at least field goal range. They're down 17-13. They're going to open up. They got man-to-man coverage out here on the wide side of the field. They're a big monster of a wide receiver who's got offers from Central Florida. They're going to hand it off that side, try to find a crease. He did find a crease. He's going around to the left-hand side, and now after about 10 yards, he's gotten manhandled by a Wolfpack. And about 6 kids bringing him down.
Looks like he's going to be short about a yard. That's Prinsby again from the line. Terrence tearing up the rug for Meisters.
There we go. He's going to move the sticks. So that does stop the clock when they move the sticks. That's a good thing. They kept him in bounds, so South did the right thing. He's looking left, he's looking right. Oh, the blitz is on. They caught him and sat him down. Nice call. Right up the middle of the blitz. And the Wolfpack just put a big bite on him and said, sit down right here.
Big Eddie Walls came right up the center, Joe, from the linebacker. He timed that perfectly, and I think they were, more in pass coverage, and he just blew straight between the coverage.
They set the heat. So with 41 seconds and counting, the second down a bundle. Shotgun formation. They're content with handing off the middle, and he's content with getting 5 yards.
He's going to get back down to the original line of scrimmage, picking up about 6 yards, but it's not going to be enough. It's still going to be 3rd and 12.
And 22 seconds on the clock. Now, if they don't get this, you call timeout and try to go for the block?
I think you do.
I do too. There's 14 seconds. Wide receiver right. I would throw it up and try to go for the end zone right here. No, they're going to hand off. The quarterback's coming against the grain, and they stuff him right there.
Walls is 2 yards.
They're going to let it run out. See, I always like to try to put a timeout on it, go out to the block punt. Why wouldn't you? All right, so that's going to bring us to halftime. South Fort Myers in a very tight ball game. I'm so glad we made the choice to do this game instead of the other game, where South Fort Myers is leading right now at 17-13. Stick around for the halftime show. We'll give you a couple stats from our boy Statman, and we'll let you know what else is going around Southwest Florida right here on 99.3 ESPN.
You can keep walking if you need to. We're with the end zone ESPN. The first half, you guys gave up a ton of yardage, man, and on the ground. What'd you go in there and tell the guys to stiffen up on that defense for the second half?
It's a 4-round fight. That's what this is, a 4-round fight. And we went through 2 rounds. All year long, we did a really good job in the second half. That's when we brought the best fight to our games. You got to come out here and bring the best fight to the second half.
All right, Coach, you made a switch with your quarterbacks. Was that because of the first half was a little slower, or you planning to do the same thing the second half?
No, both of them played. I got the one who started out, he's sick. He's been fighting the flu, puking and everything. I got confidence in both of them. They both can do the job. They've both been starters all year long, alternating. Right now with Damian filling Abraham gives us the best chance to win.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Coach. All right.
Are they going to go onside? I think not. I think they have a lot of confidence in their defense, but not that much.
You cannot trust right now. You can't trust Hamilton and Hamilton back. You can't trust Hamilton or Cardona back to catch the ball right now.
I'd hit a worm burner right here. Not just a power kick with a lot of spin on it. Let it get all wet and gooey as it's going down the field, and all those guys try to pick it up, and all of a sudden they say, whoa.
Look at the gap. Joe, look at the gap between the 30 and the 10-yard line, and they're sitting at the 5.
Yeah.
You've got 25 yards there, 20-some yards.
Yeah.
I put it right in there. He's probably going to either try to overrun it or hold back and then get an odd bounce. That's where I'd put it.
Here he comes. So South will receive this ball.
Brett Reed back.
Away. And it is like a little poochie power kick. He puts it on the right-hand side. They go out of bounds. He fielded there, but it looks like they're going to get the ball in nice field position to start South's first possession of the second half here. They're going to be at around the 40-yard line.
That was Ramos who caught that and then just took it up. But he gained 5, so good job. He caught it before he, took off running. So
great field position. You can't, anything around the 30 is great field position when you start a drive. They're at the 36 is where they're going to mark this to start them. South Fort Myers moving left to right on the radio dial to start this second half. Let's see if they make any adjustments here. Like I said, if I'm on defense, I'm just going to roll my fat bodies down there like a log roll them and just clog up the holes. And they're coming out in that power I formation. Let's see what they do. And they're going to roll right. He's going to throw a pass on the first down. He's going to try to go deep with it. Nobody's open. It's just a fight. And did he catch it? They good call. Good
Joe, no call, but there was an arm wrapped around his neck over there.
They were both fighting for the ball.
Come on. He had his
the
arm
offensive guy pushed the defensive guy. The defensive guy is going down. Of course, is falling, so he grabs something. He grabbed the guy's shoulders. I think
he was giving all right. I'll give that. Montclair Clark, had 5 inches or so. Number 14 for North, he's got 4 to 6, maybe 6 inches over the top of him.
But I like the call. They came out passing. They say, hey, look, we're going to line up in a running formation, try to catch him, sleeping, and they didn't.
He rolled right and then went left, so very, very interesting.
All right, so Deuces right, I formation, split left. They're on the left hash. No handoff, going to power left. Going to try to kick it around the end. He does. He's going to be just short of the first down, depending on where they mark this one.
Handoff from Gibson to Cardona. He's going to pick up about 4 yards. It looked like he overran it, but
did he knock him out of bounds?
Yeah, he knocked him out of bounds back at the 5. I thought he picked up 8 or 9 yards.
But it's on the far side. We didn't see him out of bounds.
Yeah.
All right, so that's going to bring a 3rd down and a long 5. Now this is a key play here. Start the second half. You have to have a good drive. I always tell my kids in the second half on offense and defense. Offense, it's got to be score, and of course defense. I say defense, 3 in and 3 out. 3 plays and they're gone. So here, let's see if who cashes in on it. Here they're in a passing formation shotgun. They got Deuces right, split left, sidecar to the right. He's going to roll to his right. There's nothing there. He better get rid of it. He just throws it up for nothing and does the right thing. Throws it out of bounds.
That was intended for number 45, Eddie Walls. He got a touch on it and it rolled and kind of hit his face mask, but it would have been out of bounds.
Yeah, he was way out of bounds. All right, so that brings up 4th down. So hey, look at this. Look at the South defense or the South offense did not convert, and I got to say that's a little kudos for North.
I think that's great, but number 4 is going to be back for the North. Elvis Barrios back at about the 25.
Now these where you hold your breath a little bit. It's a little bit slippery ball. You got to have a good snap and a good kick, and that's the kind of things that dictate the outcome of these games. Long count, trying to draw him off sides, not happening. Good snap, get rid of it. He does. It's a shanky punt. It's going to land on about the 40. Oh, it takes a bad bounce. It comes all the way back to the 50 on a backspin, just like when you're hitting it on a green on a golf course and you kind of zip back. That's exactly what happened.
That hit at the 44 and ended back right at the 50-yard line. So North is going to get great field position here to start the 3rd quarter with 11:27 to go. Wow, that's not the bounce I thought that was going to take.
I didn't either. Because usually when you hit a ball that's end over end like that, it just keeps on rolling. All right, so they got double wing right, shotgun. They're going to hand out that running back behind the double wing. He finds a crease, but he gets through, and look at the power run. He just will not be brought down by the first man.
Christian Morgan gets where they mark this. It looks like he's going to pick up 4 yards, so it's going to be 2nd and 6 from the 47-yard line, Joe.
Yeah, they are in South territory already. So they're down by 4. They got to make some things happen here. There's a lot of time left in this ball game. They can just use your straight power running game like they've been doing all game. Double wing right. Let's see if they came out and fix it. Same play. He's going to take a little bit more outside this time. He cuts it upfield. Maybe gets inside the 45-yard line.
Going to gain 3 yards, so it's going to be 2nd and about 4, Joe, from the 44-yard line.
Now, again, going the other way. It's 3rd and 4. What are you going to do? It's your first series, starting the second half. It's either going to be 3 in and 3 out for the defense, or the offense is going to convert on this. So this is, as they say, you got to start the second half momentum. They do a double shift on those wings. They're coming to the left-hand side, and they're going to get nice hit right in the line of scrimmage. Sit down.
Joe, he hit a wall and bounced 2 yards back. Number 35 for the Wolfpack. That is a crazy hit.
That was a nice hit
by Deemer. Wow, it looked like he ran right into a wall.
Okay, now again, I'm thinking I'm sniffing a potential fake punt here. In midfield, it's watch the snap count because it's 4th and 4. There's the snap. It's a good one. He gets it off. Nice, good high kick. He's going to field it about the 50. Oh, and he bumped it over his head. Did he touch it? Did he touch it?
He didn't touch it.
God, it went over his head, didn't it?
So now they're going to get the ball at the 6-yard line. Holy cow. That's a bad move by number 2. Mahone, who should have just fell on that ball right where it landed, but
did he touch it? Did he bump it, or just went over his head?
No, it went between his arms. He didn't catch it. He should have just kind of fell on it when it was kind of bouncing around and bounced back up into his chest. He should have just got down, but
oy vey. Those are the scary ones. Like I said, the special teams are critical in these real games that are very closely matched teams. All right, so they're going to come out. South Fort Myers is going left to right on the radio now. They have just a handoff up the middle, trying to get some crease. Oh, he got it. He's back around the end. That's going to be a race now. Is he going to outrace the dude? He gets tripped up right at midfield. Oh, he had one guy to beat. It was coast to coast. That was just a burst off the left-hand side.
Mahomes got way out in front of him, but man, if it was not for number 22, Cash Davis, that would have never happened. Holy cow, what a wide open ankle tackle. Tripped him up right to the 43-yard line. Is that 43.5-yard line, Joe?
Wow, that was just, marketed what? Yeah. But bottom line is, without him reaching out and grabbing that ankle, he's still in the end zone.
That still hurts, Joe. It doesn't matter if he went 20 yards or 10 yards. That's a huge play.
That's a gash. There we go. Deuces. There's a sidecar right and left. There was motion into the sideline, but there's flags all over the place.
It looked like the guard might have moved a little bit, and the line is all over him for, look, I don't even want to call what they're calling him down there.
You got to vary the snap count. You really got to vary it, because if you get on the same rhythm, always calling on one, then those defensive linemen start tearing, as they say, put your ears back and rush. But every once in a while, you got to call it on an extended count just to keep them honest.
That offensive line was not happening with number 55, James, at all on that play.
Power out, they're going to go sweep right, toss. He's going to find 5 more yards, get it back to the line of scrimmage, and then a couple more.
Going to gain 2 yards on the play here, Joe. Get him back to the 48-yard line. Number 11 on the carry there, Castor.
So 2nd and 8. They're right at midfield. I guess we got the best seat in the house right now. Right in front of us.
We're right at the 50-yard line.
Good crowd here tonight. I'm surprised they stuck around with the rain. They're toughing it out. We're in a nice air-conditioned booth in here. I got to tell you, the AD, Chris, at South Fort Myers really takes care of us. We got Gatorades, we got waters here, we got cupcakes in the booth even. I'm coming back. They got cupcakes. I formation, power right. Oh, nice tackle from behind. Just sliced through the line and caught him before he got any momentum up. And that's nothing.
Maximus Rodriguez on the tackle. Awesome.
How cool of a name is that? Maximus. He's a Greek dude, I got to admit.
Yeah, that was awesome. He got him back, so it's going to be 3rd and 10. He just blew through the line. I mean, open field tackle. Nobody touched him.
Found the crease.
Maximum defense. That's what I call him right
Maximus. That's a cool name. Why did my kids, my mom and dad, name me Maximus?
We were older. They were pretty, standard back then. Joe, Dave,
my brothers Tom, Mike, Jim.
Yeah,
Joe, come on. All right, we got trips left. He's looking that way. He's stepping into it. No, he's going to pull it down and run. If he got some room here, he's going to get cut from behind and cleaned up from the outside linebacker. Just make sure he stays down.
I think he would have got a little farther, but he got tripped up right around the 49-yard line and fell to the 50. I think he would have got a little bit more. But, good quarterback keeper by Gibson. Again, coming in with that power eye. Yeah, they're going to punt, but, wasted a bunch of time off the clock. Down to 7 minutes, Joe.
All right, now what are they going to do here? It's 4th and 7. Yeah, I'm still sniffing his right side.
I think you punt it.
Now look what they're doing. They're playing for the fake punt. So it's tough to call a fake punt when they're playing defense. One guy back, everybody's playing for the fake.
Far
He
side.
better kick it out of bounds. There's the fake. Like I told you, there's the fake. It's like an instant.
Oh!
The catch.
He caught that. Number 45 for the four-pack, Eddie Wolf. One-handed roll, curled it down, got the loaf of bread, and said, I'm going home. Got it down to the 35-yard line. Easy 16-yard play.
And they just snapped it to the up back, and the up back hit him on a slam pattern.
That was Gibson.
Yeah.
So, again, here's Gibson coming in late in the game, pulling out the fake. They tried to played well, but Gibson pulled that right out of midair.
It was just like a regular play if you really think about it. They really didn't fake it. They just got the ball back and hit the slant pattern. So I got a feeling they're going to do something funny. They need to change the momentum. There's a power off the left-hand side, and he gets a bundle on that, brings it down to the 30-yard line.
Cardona is going to pick up easy 8 yards, Joe, untouched till he got down to about the 32-yard line before number 20, Cash Davis, was able to roll him down.
All right, so we got momentum on the side of South Fort Myers. They're coming together as a group now. Offense is huddling around, right in front of the quarterback, right behind the ball. I formation. They're going to go just give it to the fullback. Oh, nothing there. Look at that. The Red Knights just said,
They kind of read that from where they were.
Is that why they called the Red Knights? Because they read it? Thinking out loud. All right, we got 6 minutes to go, third quarter.
That was number 48 on the carry. 47. Kowalski, the halfback, junior, got to be 260.
He's a big boy.
He's a stout. He's built like a tree stump.
They got big boys at both the south end, though. I don't know where they get him from.
His thighs. Woof.
Something in the water. These neck of the woods.
Wow.
Look at this. They're playing a run, aren't they? They're the line of scrimmage. Double I formation. Give it to the up back. There's nothing there. Oh, they just stuffed him. Nice job.
I can't even tell you who tackled.
The whole team tackled him.
5, 51, 52, 62, 35, 54. Holy cow! That was the whole line.
Yeah,
that was, and they were charging on the Knights there. Medieval times. They were coming at it.
I call that a family reunion tackle. You take a picture of reunions, your whole family's there. Well, that was the whole defense on that one.
Let's say the Kingdom came. If we're talking knighthood here, the Kingdom came to make that one. Holy!
Now, what's that? Is that a third down?
That is fourth down.
4th and 2.
4th and 2. It's at an angle, so it looks like it's going to be a first down, but it's right at the 30-yard line, Joe.
And they're stacking the middle. They think something's coming up the middle again. I'm popping around the end if you got it. No, it was kind of a weird handoff. I don't think he got it. They stuffed it right there.
Well, we had two different things. Let's see where they mark it.
Oh, they didn't get it.
Nope. Referee's calling that right away. He had to get to the 40. Let's see. He had to get to the 29, and he only made it to the 29 and a quarter. So we got a water break here with 4:48 to go.
All right, we'll take a break ourselves. So keep it tuned right here for all the action on 99.3 ESPN. Run on the first play after this little line of scrimmage to turnover on downs. He kind of faked it, sweep around the left-hand side. Everybody won with the sweeping back. He took it right up the gut, was pretty much caught at the 40-yard line, spun around in circles. They grabbed his towel. That's all they grabbed. He took out the rest of the 40 yards untouched. So that makes 20-17. North is on top, and they're kicking off.
Brett Reed to kick it off. A little pooch kick.
That is a high
right
pooch
down.
too. Oh. He's going to run towards the middle of the field up to the pooch. If he finds a block, he's got something. Trying to find the edge. He gets to the 40, 44-yard line. That's where we're going to mark him.
Cardona caught that. Great call. I got to call. That's a good call there by Mays to put Cardona on the far side for the pooch kick. But it's going to come back here with a hold. After the catch, it's a hold, so they're going to be moved back 10 from the spot of the foul, not from the end of the run, from the spot of the foul.
Instead of being 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line, let's see where this ends up. They're going back, and he's still walking, Now they're going to mark it at the 25-yard line. So here's a little 20 yards for the bad guys. So that's going to give South Fort Myers an opportunity to do something with it. The score is 20-17. They're on the wrong end of that score, but they got plenty of time left. 4:29 to go in the third quarter.
Dude, Joe, they've dominated most of the night on offense, and they got Gibson in the backfield, that power eye, handoff, and tripped up right as he met the line of scrimmage.
Look, they're not giving any lanes to run in. That's the right adjustment at halftime. There we go.
That was Quincy Mahone just getting back to the original line of scrimmage. So, not much. Oh, they're going to give him. Sorry, we're at this weird angle up here by the way the field's set, and they're giving him 3 yards. I did not see 3, Joe.
Now, the scoring tonight, if you think about it, everything has been an explosive run.
Everything.
They get to the line of scrimmage, all of a sudden, boom, these kids are taking off. And you don't know where they get their speed from, but all of a sudden they're like in the open wide and just turning on the afterburners. It's pretty fun to watch. Explosive plays. All right, I formation. Split left. Hand up. No, he's going to roll out to his left-hand side. Try to find it down and out to the seam. Is it caught? Looks like he's up.
No, that was out to Adams Jocelyn. It was about a foot over his head. He jumped up, but he still missed the play. Good job by Gibson to get it out there, but he's got to bring it down. Got to bring it down if you're going to make any attempt to catch that ball.
Now, if I'm South, I'm not going to get out of my game plan. You're still doing pretty well here. You're only down by 3 points. You got plenty of time left, a quarter and a half.
I think they got it. You're exactly right.
Don't hit the panic button, guys. You're okay.
Right. I think the line looks a little bit panicked here, Joe. The center, number 58, really seems to be pulling them back together. Zelling And
here we go. We got trips left. Shotgun formation with a sidecar. Split right, man-to-man coverage on the right-hand side. They're going to take advantage of that. No, he's going to roll off to his right-hand side. He's running for his life, and not anymore. They killed him.
He lost 5 yards on the play?
Yeah, he's down his own 30-yard line. That hurt.
That's going to be 4th and 13. Whew.
So I've got a feeling that North Fort Myers did the right thing at halftime, made the right call. They talked to Dr. Stuckey. I would call him Stuffy in that. Why is that? But Dr. Stuckey at Lifestyles, and they made the right adjustments, and are stopping those running lanes and trying to get South to pass the ball, which is not the best thing they do. So they're kind of taking them out of the running game. South is going to be forced to punt this away. They're going to get great field position. Nobody's back for the punt, and he's going to hit it. Watch this one. It's going to hit at the 50. Now it's at the 45, and it looks like it's going to die at about the 42, 43-yard line.
Yeah, that was they've done that a couple times tonight, Joe, where they just left haven't put a back, and they still get in good field position here, right at the 44-yard line. So, or 40, what is that, 43, 43, yeah.
Now, if they score on this series, now you're going to see somebody start looking at their tennis shoes if you're on the South Fort Myers side. So they got to stop them here. This momentum is definitely on the Red Knights side.
And definitely they're right out here. Parker Odell's got them back to the line in that power formation. Handoff to number 20, Cash Davis, who picks up, that's Pilgrim, who picks up about 8 yards.
Nice. And that's nothing but surge.
7 yards on that play, so you're going to have 2nd and 3.
But they're right at midfield. The Red Knights are moving right to left on the radio dial and showing nothing but poise and power for the start of this second half.
And look who they're running back up against. Number 74.
Hey, the monster.
Sparks, the monster.
Double. Is the handoff up the middle again. They know that all you have to do is move the sticks, keep the clock running.
That was handoff up the middle to Prinsley. Caught him right. He gained a yard, but
third and real short. Third to credit card.
Nice tackle by number 10 for the Wolfpack.
Where's the Williams? You remember those old commercials? Where's the beef? You got to put the beef in right now. If I'm a Wolfpack, I'm getting all my fat Wolfie buddies up there, and they're crowding the line. They got to just spike it. There we go. He's going to try to get around. Now the quarterback is going to fake it around the end and go to the right-hand side, and he creases his way forward for the first down.
Parker Odell picks up that. Oh, that's an easy 5 yards there, Joe.
Yeah.
Whoever it was, and I kid you, he jumped up off the ground. Whoever ran into Sparks, number 74, again, it looked like he just ran into a wall, and he went 2 yards backwards. The kid got up and...
You got to stay low. Oh. Got to stay low. You got to hit him on the kneecaps and just create a pile like a pile.
Right.
You can't be the guy that got man-to-man. Hand up the middle again, and the quarterback just tries to follow it, and that's the play he scored on, but I think they got it figured out.
Well, that was a really tricky play. The snap was to Morgan, who handed it to Parker Odell, and Sparks was kind of the pulling guard, and when he pulled, number 32 for the Wolfpack ran right around. Number 33, Sermons, ran right around and make that backfield tackle for a loss of 2 yards.
All right, shotgun formation. Again, backs on either side, 2 sidecars, wing left, 2 splits. He's going to hang it out. He's going to go left-hand side. They got him. They drag him out, but he's keeping his feet moving. He's keeping his feet moving. They hit him about a yard or 2 deep. It looks like he's going to pick up 2 or 3.
He's going to pick up a total of that's going to be a total of 4 yards, Joe. Yeah. So it's going to be 4th. What is it, 3rd? It's going to be 3rd and 7 here. Yep. 3rd and 7.
All right, so let's see what they got. They have a 3rd and 7 play. They're on the 42, 43-yard line of South Fort Myers. They got to make something happen here. There's 12 seconds to go before the quarter.
That was a very quick half.
He ain't lying. Quarter. So there's shotgun formation. He's going to get it off. I think he is. He's just a run up the middle. And they're going to surge ahead, but I don't know if that's enough for a first down.
He's going to pick up 4 yards, so it's going to be 4th and about 3, and it's going to bring us to the 4th quarter.
Wow. So this is a great ball game. I think they're going to go for it on 4th down, but let's figure it out. We'll be back to the action right here on 99.3 ESPN.